All right. We're just going to start because I want to get playing. As we, let me get, sorry, less prepared, but I wanted to get things. All right. My audio coming through okay?
Now it is.
Cool. Awesome. Realized I didn't start the music. So, Grim, with Eliana and Whisper, you've had to trudge through the darkness after you had done such a daring jump down, risking danger, but ultimately had found a space less filled with the horrible creatures that you saw before, the denizens of the underground, but something entirely foreign to this world, this darkness. It had weight to it, seeking to overpower, driving the denizens out. As you get closer to the mouth of the hole, you realize that a mixture of the bat-like spiders and stone-like panthers and so many creatures are being driven out into the town. You hear the clashing of shields as the little force that was left behind. And from below, you're able to see your winged frog Ribbit. So I'd imagine in this, if you're good with this, Garen, that you've like taken a position to help defend from the monsters coming out.
Okay.
While your friends went down for the moment, and they're coming back up, and just so I'm kind of wondering, how do you feel like Garen is doing this?
Yeah, so I think Garen would be standing up and kind of shooting things as they're coming up. So trying to keep them from reaching the top, and also keeping an eye out and seeing if people have fallen or if need any kind of assistance in that way. But I also think that he was probably, instead of standing, he'd probably be hovering with his wings out, above, so he can get a better view of the situation with his new bow that he has.
Nice.
But able to drop at a moment's notice if somebody goes down and they need healing or anything like that. So I'm just kind of weaving around through the air, firing off shots when needed, and keeping an eye out for my party as they're coming up. See if they're coming up. Hoping that they come back.
Yeah. So Grim, how do you imagine you get on up here?
All right, Whisper, Ellie, here you guys go. Chuck them both up as we get to the top.
I love it. So a little bit bloodied, and you can see now almost like covered in this soot that you swear occasionally crawls and shifts. They lift themselves up, and I think in this, because I might as well spend some fear, as you're trying to shift on up, there's a moment where the guards nearly attack them. And what does Garen do to try to stop this?
I'll just yell out, hold, 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 friendlies, friendlies.
Like this, give me straight up presence.
That is going to be a 20 with fear.
A 20 with fear, you said?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. With that, they do kind of stop while some, I think the blades get really close to Grim. I'll say Grim and Garen Marcus stress. As Neely Nick pulling back, but then they go, whoa, 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 and they pull. They're like, it's fire rape! Don't kill fire rape!
good choice, because it's a long fall and you wouldn't want it to fall. Now, where's my frog? Where is the croak?
And Garen will land down, pull his wings in, and say, "Is everyone okay? Do you we need any healing?" And I look at Grim and say, "Grim, why do you have bite marks all over you?"
The worm was hungry, so I made myself its dinner.
Probably not the best course of action, Grim.
You
Oh.
try hitting something that's made out of iron. It doesn't work well. But I'm not that hurt. Ellie
Okay.
is, though.
What's Ellie's condition?
Maybe we hold off for a little while. She's a little out of it. She kind of put on the crown, Garen. I
Okay,
swear I tried to stop her. I swear.
Graham, we have one rule.
Okay.
Don't let Ellie put the crown on.
I know I messed up. I told her to do it. Okay.
Oh, Graham.
You weren't there.
Wait. And I just shake my head. And does Ellie have the crown? Because the crown was in my bag. So I'm gonna
She's
assume
really
that
tricksy, I guess.
I'm gonna assume that she took it. Can I get it back from her?
Yeah, absolutely. GM, I realized that after the session. I was like, crap.
That's all. No, it's okay. This will just give Garen more, when we get back next week. Yeah, more reason to watch her. But that's okay. So I'll take the crown back from Ellie, and put it back in my satchel of not holding. What is it called? Infinite. My infinite satchel.
We did learn though, we might be able to close the gate down there. But we need your light.
Okay, do we want to go back down? We need to
No,
rest?
not right now. I think we maybe help hold up the walls so then we can buy the town more time. Cause when Ellie was wearing the crown, she extended the barrier like right to the edge now.
Did she have control of it while she was down there?
What is control, really?
Was she bleeding from the eyes and turning a different color?
She was definitely black in the eyes, and she was calling the shadows her babies.
That's not good, Grim.
No.
Is Ellie conscious right now, or I know?
Yes.
I mean, just in the thematic scheme of the.
In the thematic
scene.
will be unconscious. In cinematic terms.
Okay, so we should get Ellie someplace where she can rest, and then let's check out and see if we can help protect the walls or figure out what else is going on.
Yes, I agree. I think that would be best course of action.
All right, so let's take Ellie back to our suite of rooms that we have, and then we'll come back out and see if we can find local guard or someone to see where we can provide most assistance. And what is the Whisper? Whisper, are you staying with us? Do you have things to do in town?
I think as you ask that, She kind of gives you a weird look as rains of green fire from the siege on the outside of the walls comes on over into the town. With the city under siege, everyone is running to the walls, firing. There's a yell for everyone to kind of get out of the way. So I will need agility reactions here.
Guess we don't have time to ask. That is just a 7 for Garen.
18 for Grim.
Okay, Grim, you mark as stress. Garen is going to be 9 magical damage as Whisper comes up a bit. She goes, "Damn it! No, there's no business during the night. I'll stick with you. But if we're looking for a place, we should get a secured one. Who knows what's going to happen? And we don't want to take too long. You promised that you would take care of the whole. That's why all the forces are diverted towards the wells." You begin hearing the screeches of bats. Very familiar. The ones that Verstratha likes to ride that seem to be circling the city. So, of course, you're free to do what you'd like. Just want to keep the scene as this kind of attack that has happened on the outside of the city. Because you still might have some stuff you need to accomplish, but it's just the realm she will be doing it.
You can't go in the hole, back in the hole with Ellie in this shape. You can't just leave her in the middle of the street while things are going on. So, Grim, why don't you see where we can best help defend? Whisper, you help me get Ellie inside, and then we'll come back out.
Okay.
So I think that's a course of action that we could take.
Okay, so sounds like Grim, you're in charge of trying to defend them while they're trying to find a place to rest.
Yes.
No. Oh, okay.
No.
I thought we would just get Ellie into the inn that we were staying in previously.
Yeah, sounds great.
And then Grim could, while we're doing that, find the best place for us to help defend
he's
the walls.
locating the place. Got it. Perfect. Okay, thank you. In that case, let's do a instinct for Grim, and then I guess probably do an instinct for Garen too, but just give me instinct actions because you're trying to find the safest pass through here.
That's
12,
7
12 for Garen.
with beer.
Okay.
I had hope.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, then.
I think for Grim, he finally feels a moment where he's left alone at for a second, and he gets worried because this is his first time being away from the group. This battle's going on. He just saw Eliana go dark, and they just walked away with some traitor that could be maybe still working against us. Yeah, Grim's just he keeps looking over his shoulder, even though you told him to go find yeah, he's more distracted on your guys' safety than actually even the mission at the moment.
Very good. With that, I think there we go. As you're attempting, the Grim, you're kind of getting worried. It seems like your worries are founded as you hear a slight scream from Whisper as a nearby inn. What's that inn? But this I would say probably this would be more like a clothier's that's near the inn that is a few like about 2 stories tall. You can see it crumbling, and I would say it crumbles precisely towards Garen and Allie. So Garen, go ahead and give me a agility reaction, please.
13.
13. Oh, that you're able to quickly dodge, and as you push in, how do you feel? Do you feel like you kind of get out of the way onto the inside or to the outside?
So you said the building is collapsing, or
Yeah.
no? I will probably, if this building is collapsing, I probably, as I carry Ellie, we're running, flare the wings, and kind of flip backwards a little bit. So I'm running, seeing this building kind of fall in, wings come out, glide up, and then kind of do a little somersault and land a little bit out of the way of the rubble.
I like it. Then, as you do, you see this creature pop up. It seems to dripping acid that is dissolving rock. You can see on its head, kind of carved into its outer carapace, are these runes glowing this baleful pink energy that seems to be partially controlling and almost protecting. You can see that the light from the beacon dims as it gets close, as though it is shrouded from the protective light by foul magics as it screams. And do another agility reaction roll as it comes up.
That is going to be a 19.
A 19. You're good to go. As now it's exposed. Grim, you got to see some of this, and Party has a spotlight.
First, I'm going to look around and see if there's some place I can stash Ellie.
I would say it's probably like the rubble, like somewhere within the ruined thing at this point. Is
Okay.
the closest, because it's kind of all around you.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to find a place that is kind of, obviously away from the creature, but someplace that she can be shielded. So I got to put her down before I can take any of my weapons or anything else. So
Nice.
I think that'd be the first thing that I would do.
Grim, seeing this, but not close enough at the moment, looks to see if there's any building or crumbled something, and to grab to throw, and so he can maybe put a little blockade between the creature and Garen while Garen looks for safety for Ellie, and kind of draw the creature his way.
Okay, so you're trying to get its attention. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me
Yeah.
your presence.
Okay. That is going to be a 12 with hope.
All right. I think it seems to not heed this as it turns and charges towards Garen and Ellie. For that is a 16 against Garen.
Yep.
Very good. All right, it puts up swiping with its claws for 11 physical.
Yeah. I will, as it's coming, I see it. We'll take the wings and kind of flap them closed and turn my shoulder so it hits more of my the shield that's on my back, and use one of my armor slots to thwart the attack.
Got it. I'll spend a fear, and it, with its mouth, grabs the unconscious Ellie and begins to drag them right to the hole. And I will pass the spotlight.
Garen will take and he's going to shoot his bolt beacon out. To see if he hits, to kind of light it up to make it easier for Grim to hit him. That's going to be a 12 with fear.
All right. It looks, and I think with Ellie, kind of does this roll to the side as your blade hits dirt.
How close is Garen to me?
I think at this point, they've probably rolled to be within close distance.
Perfect. Then, Garen, I'm going to call out, Garen, look for Ellie. Use her as the target and then aim from there. And I'm going to use my support tank. When an ally within close range fails a roll, you can spend 2 hope to allow them either roll their hope or fear die.
Okay. I will roll my hope die then. All right. That's a 9. So now my attack. Wait. No, it's a 6. It's a 6, 11. But then 14.
I thought you meant like 9 altogether. I was like, oh no.
No.
You hit Ellie.
6 and a 14 with hope this time.
So 16 with hope?
14.
14 with hope. Again, this time it kind of, what?
9, 14, yes. 14,
Yeah.
nope. 17. Sorry. I gotta add the spellcast roll. So 17.
17 it hits!
Yes. Math is easy. All right, 17 hits. Let's see. It does 2d8 plus 2. That's 12 magical damage. And now it is vulnerable. And is glowed, is lit up like the sun. So it's vulnerable to all damage.
All right, very nice. 100% all damage. 12. Oh, so it's vulnerable. Awesome. So that is minor damage as you peel away some of the enchantment. This light seemingly to come through even this dark thing. So,
And I say,
so good.
there it is, Grim. Get it. And Garen is also going to move out of melee range too, so I don't want to be.
Grim will, I believe it's still a spotlight, right?
Yeah, yep, you have the spotlight.
So Grim will move into a very close range. And as he gets into that very close range with the monster, his mask starts glowing. And you watch these like feathery type things extend from his arms. And he kind of just smiles and goes, "Ha, sucks for you. I can fight at a distance now." And he makes his first attack as he pushes both arms into leg, almost like he's sending out a beam, but just does like a very extended punch. Ooh, that's going to be with fear. A 12 plus 9 is 19, 20 through 22 with fear.
Unless you have
All
advantage. If that matters.
Yeah. So you're pushing right towards it?
I'm attacking it, yes.
Yeah. So, all right, go ahead. That's definitely going to hit with the fear.
So that's going to be a pop. None on there. Do I have the stress? Yeah, I do. So then 31, 31, 37, 39, 41, 42 damage.
Ooh, jeez. Coming down hard. That is going to be severe.
Nice.
This large crack is effectively bloodied as it screams.
You should have gone after me first.
As you do that, its blood pours out, like just splashes in the area. You see more buildings taking damage, and that's going to be you and Garen. As it hits you, will each take 2 physical damage. Okay. Within very close range of it now, if you move around it or to it, you will also have to go through this acidic blood and take damage. It's going to rear up, and acid torrent comes from its mouth. That's going to be enough because it's a close range. So this will go to Grim and Garen for only a 7 against evasion.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Grim quickly just pulls up a piece of the rubble, and it hits into the rubble.
Yeah, Garen is kind of flying around, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
Trying to say how thing that's going to go. Claw Grim for 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right. With that, that is 16 physical damage.
Okay. You scratched me.
And with that, I will pass the spotlight.
I'm bleeding. Garen, this thing hurt me.
Hold tight, big guy. You need help?
You just see like this little tiny speck of blood around his
Oh, you're fine.
No, it hurts. It's a sliver.
Garen will just shake his head a little bit, and it'll fire off his great bow. Or his crossbow, I guess. Flavored as a great bow. That is going to be 31. Oh.
All right, that's going to hit.
All right. Oh, on a successful attack roll, 3d6. Like that. Oh, triple sixes. All right, I'll discard one of the sixes. That's 18 physical damage.
Very nice. 18.
Yeah.
All right, that is a major cracking deeper into it. And you said it was with hope, so you all have the spotlight.
Grim, finish him.
Okay. I believe we're still in a very close range from each other, right?
You're within melee of it. You're Garen's close.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I attack.
Okay.
I'm probably going to take damage. That is another fear. But it's going to be 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 3 is 22 again.
That hits.
Alrighty. Do I? Yes. 3. 30 damage.
Nice.
All right, 30 damage comes in. Again, you and Garen will take 7 physical damage from the splat of the blood. As more pushes through, the next building, this tall structure that almost looks like a bit of an apartment complex. You hear people kind of screaming as the foundation has been ripped away from these 2 explosions of acid. It's beginning to fall now down upon you. So as this is happening, how do you want to do this? Because you have reduced its 0 HP.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah. It's
I
all
think
the buildings coming down at the same time.
Yeah. Can I try to jump through the building, willing to take damage to myself, and try to rescue anybody in the building as the crashes onto the creature?
Yeah, Garen was going to do the same thing, maybe fly through a window.
Do you want a tag team?
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you have the hope?
I have the hope, yep.
All right, tag team.
It's 3
To
or 2?
avoid and rescue.
3 hope. And I got 2 3s on the dice.
Fantastic. So that's a crit for both of you. Remember, you both get a hope. You both clear stress.
Nice.
Yes.
Describe how this looks for the 2 of you.
All right, so I swoop down, and as I'm flying through and close to Grim, I'm like, Grim, now's your chance. You know, I want Grim as I fly past him to kind of grab my shield and almost fling me like a shot put, and I will close the wings, a little bit. Make them a little bit more narrow so I can get up to the highest point that hasn't fallen yet and kind of swoop through the building and land and try to escort people out as the building is kind of collapsing. And then Grim, Grim, what are you going to do?
So I'm shock putting you through the building?
Yeah. You're giving me that extra velocity to get through the as the building's falling.
And then anybody that's left behind, Grim is just literally like running up, scooping them up underneath him as the rubble just falls and hits into him, and he doesn't even feel it. And he just, don't worry, you're safe with me. And he just barrels right through.
I love it. As you come to the other side, seeing it collapsed, thankfully it seems that much of the non-combatants were gathered in one space. As you were able to gather up and looking, it appears there are no casualties.
Woo!
Except Whisper, I left her. Whoops. Just kidding.
What would y'all like to do?
All right, so I'll go over and lay my hand on Grim where he was hurt, and clear a hit point off of you, big guy. I'm like, there.
Thank
Is
you.
that better?
Yes.
Big baby. Wasn't even that deep.
It was like 30 centimeters.
Well, I've seen you hurt yourself worse than that.
It was the point, though, behind the pain.
Can we go and get Ellie? Make sure she's okay.
Yes, I think we don't have much time. I think we're gonna have to make it back down the hole.
So has Ellie taken any?
I think we'll figure that out when Chris gets on. I don't like to do too much on that end with the player gone. but I mean they're definitely dusty, and you put them in wreckage, and
Right. No, I just want to make sure that
they're alive. Yeah,
if I needed to heal her, is what I meant.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's take Ellie. What is going on with the town? I mean, have we seen these creatures get? I was like, Grim, why do you think this one wasn't affected by the beacon? What? It shouldn't be up here.
Stratha, she's here. Ellie put the crown on. She knows. We have to do this now. I don't think we have time to help the town. We have to get back down there, Garen. I thought we might have a break, but now, seeing her power grow and hearing her bats out there, she's mocking us. I don't be mocked easily.
All right, I was hoping we can maybe gather some supplies, or I guess we'll have to deal with what's down there with my light, and maybe we'll be okay.
During all this, is Whisper still around, Matt?
I was going to ask that too.
Whisper stuck with you, I think, definitely.
Making sure she could try to run off. She had a chance.
I think you do see that, where even though she's obviously had chances, she's seems to have. I've thrown in my lot with y'all, and there's no reason to change. Like, it is what it is. Like, she knows the city has it out for her. Stratha has it out. Like, she's like, I've cast the dice. Let's go.
I was
asking about the light. When you guys are talking about the light, do we need to at least try to get some torches or something else, or do we think that Garen's light will be good enough down there? Because that's the one thing we're definitely going to need.
Was it firelight that we needed when we were down there? Grim didn't get to look. Ellie was the one that told him.
Sure. So I would say it seems to be a certain number of sources, and so it can be various sources, types, but in this case it's going to be about like 12. So you're going to need 12 light points to fully power the stones that will cause these huge hands, that those are the things that locking off the gate, to close and to seal off the portal.
I will.
Grim, I'm not going to be able to provide that much light. I don't think we're going to have to. Are there, as this is all going on around us in the town, are we by any of the shops or any of the merchants that we kind of visited earlier in the day when we were outfitting ourselves? Maybe we can find, not only torches, but maybe some, I don't even know if we have enough money to buy some crystals that will allow us to kind of beam lights.
Absolutely. So, I think that the stores themselves, so the way the shops work here is they're like all able to make enough supplies for each night, is how we've kind of done that. Okay. So they're basically done and closed. So when there's definitely no shop open, people
are there torches around that we can maybe grab and put out and shove in the bag?
So we have them? The torches now are lit by beacon fire in order to help be defensive, right, as well as light giving. So the short answer is you can definitely try to extinguish some of these and then bring them. How do you want to do this? Because it also weakens some of the defenses.
Grim, what do you think? I don't know. Do we take some of these torches that'll make it weaker up here, but we're going to need them down below? If we don't succeed down below, then the town is done for anyway.
We'll have to take a couple, maybe that with your light. If we take 3 3 torches, you, me, and Whisper grab one. And hopefully we can figure the rest out. We can't leave them totally useless up here.
No, I agree. Yeah, let's take 4, one for each of us, and then hope for the best. That's all we can do. If we take too many, then closing the hole won't matter if they're overrun from Barostrata, and then that means she's on our tail. So yeah, let's see if we can grab 4 that are close to where the hole is.
Okay, so you want to weaken the hole's defenses to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going down there, so that's probably the best. We don't want to take them from the walls.
I like that. Yeah, trying to with that logic. Okay, we're going to be hopefully doing something. So let's take it from that source. So gathering that up, then I think what is your? Yeah, I feel like this is going to be whoever would like to make the knowledge roll, because this is analyzing potentially how to take them, without, trying to do the least amount of negative impact to the defense.
I have a 0.
I have a +1 because I've been watching Ellie. Don't tell her, though. She can't know I'm learning. If you would like to provide me with a little advantage, though, Garen, if you have it.
What I do is this classified as an action roll?
Yes.
Okay, I do. Go ahead and roll, and let's see what comes out of it.
I am going to spend my hope of sturdy friendship here thinking about Ellie and how much I've watched her with this stuff. Okay, that is with fear, but it's going to be a 21. 22. Yes, 22.
I'll let it be then.
All right.
Because whatever my reassurance ability has to be before the consequences take place, but I feel pretty good about this roll. I'll let it go.
Okay. The 22 with fear, as you're able to grab the torches, and it seems like generally the perimeter is intact. The torchlight still pushes back, and at least I think what they've instituted is more of a funnel at this point, where they're trying to funnel the creatures, and the funnel seems to be intact, so it doesn't damage the defense. However, as you gather, douse them, and prepare to go in more fully, you do hear a wet roar. Something moves, and the torchlight's left, as you can see this thing. Right now, you can't quite make out the shape. You can make out the reflective nature of its many rows of teeth, taking advantage of the dimmed light. And we will end there for today, I think.
Another one of your worms, Grim?
I don't know. Maybe.